Conversations with Sandy and Friends, a weekly talking segment with invited guests, best-selling authors, international speakers, coaches, and business leaders. A collective conversation aimed to empower, encourage, inspire all that listen. So welcome to our show, Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends.
Well, welcome to another episode of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. I am super excited to welcome you again to yet another powerful episode where we host authors, anthology book projects, and most of all, I say that it is for you. I am Dr. Sandy Sanders. I am the host and creator of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks, where we host authors, anthology book projects. And most of all, I say that it is for you. Why? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read. We are powered by CTR Media Network, and we are heard in over 350 million viewers worldwide and over 100 countries globally. So if you will, go ahead and share it out. Tune in for another episode of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. Back with us. Yes, Amazon #1 best-selling author. They're international bestsellers. I am talking about Dr. Allison G. Daniels. They have hit it again, and we are super excited to have her back, along with the contributing authors that are part of this amazing book. That this week we're going to be talking about Leadership Exchange book, Leaders Empowering Leaders to Win. Woo, this is a book that you definitely want to have in your toolbox. So if you are a coach, you are someone in leadership, if you are one that is in the corporate world, or maybe even an entrepreneur, you're in ministry, this is certainly a book for you. So we're going to be talking, and this is their bestseller campaign tour. So go ahead, let's get it shared out. And in the meantime, we're going to do our intro one more time, and we're going to bring these fabulous authors and readers, these ladies, and yeah, the readers too, but we're going to bring them on, and we're going to have a conversation, okay? All right, the goal is, yes, we want you to know what's going to be happening tomorrow. They're on their bestseller campaign, okay? So listen, stay tuned, and we will be right back, and go ahead and begin to share it out with your family, your friends, and your team, and go ahead, get it shared out, okay? Well, welcome back to again. Yes, thank you for tuning in. And there they are, these fabulous, amazing women that are taking part in yet another anthology project. But listen, I want to say congratulations. Hey, Dr. Allison, how you doing? You're on mute. Let's see here. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. Come on. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm trying to share it, but listen, I can't get it. I think I shared it on my page. I'm not sure.
Well, we're going to give you time to share. I'm going to give you time.
Yes.
But I was just basically saying hello to you. Congratulations. Even the amazing authors that are with you tonight were also part of the, the previous book that we interviewed on just last week. Leaders, empowering leaders to win. Or no, this is Power Lead, but it's Faith. We were looking at the Faith book on Unshakable Faith.
Yes. Volume 2.
Volume 2. And listen, congratulations, ladies. Congratulations. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, We're all doing well.
Yeah, and sleep.
No.
When you're doing this kind of, listen, Dr. Essie, have you gotten any sleep?
I tell you, we are on a high, and we're just letting God guide us and lead us.
Okay.
And we're humbled by all of the. It sounds like there's an echo. We're just humbled by all of the blessings that have been bestowed upon us. And the most important thing is hoping that it will impact the lives of others, and it will reach far and it will reach wide. And so I just want to say thank you to all of the contributing authors. Thank you to Pastor Dr. Allison G. Daniels. She is awesome. She is an amazing woman of God, and she allows God to guide her and lead her. And I'm just so glad that she's always taken my yes. And so my yes is to the world to make an impact. And I thank God for that.
Well, again, congratulations. You all did phenomenal. Dr. C, how you doing? Listen, how you feeling being a #1 bestseller and now embarking on another one back to back? How you doing?
I am. Well, first of all, I must say it is a triumphant Tuesday. And I'm grateful and thankful to be a part of the Leadership Exchange. I feel great with being another bestseller with my buddy. I don't just look at her as a friend. She's my buddy. I can call her anytime.
You can call her anytime, Mr. Buddy.
I will pick up that phone anytime. Well, what's up? What's going on? So I feel really good behind it. I know, and I have to agree with Dr. Essie. She hears from God.
Yeah.
And when she puts it out, if you are led to connect. Because it's well worth it. And so, just as Dr. Essie said, I'm still on the high. I was just talking to someone today. I said, well, Dr. Allison did it again. Check out your social media. Yes. Once again. So, and here we go.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. We're doing it again.
Change. I'm trusting and believing God.
Absolutely.
Another round of bestseller.
What a trailblazer she is. Come on, Dr. Tamara. So good again to see you, woman of God. Let's come on and greet us.
Hello, everyone. Hello, my sisters, Dr. Tamala Coleman, Evangelist Tamala Coleman. I'm just so delighted. And you asked earlier, have you had any sleep? I'm still catching up. I'm still trying to catch up on sleep. I have been busy since the last book and our bestseller last week. I traveled out of town, came back in town, and also started back on this. And I'm so excited about what God is doing in this season. I'm so excited for Allison and her vision. And so I'm just glad to be a part of it with these women of God. I tell you, we've been moving. We have been moving. And I tell you, we can only do it with God. So I'm excited what God is getting ready to do in this season. We got to pray and continue to bless the Lord in and out of season. So I just thank the Lord and thank you for having us again on your show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Oh man. Come on, Dr. Amicitia,
Amicitia,
come on and say hello to us.
Hello, and I apologize for being a few minutes late. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. I drove through a storm from West Palm Beach all the way up, and it's still storming here. I mean, they have the banners running all over, So to God be the glory that, the lady that rode with me, I was glad she rode with me because that was 4 set of eyes on the road,
Yeah.
driving with our blinkers on. So anyway, I just want to say, now we're introducing ourselves. Well, first of all, I want to thank you, Dr. Allison Gibson, for giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts on leadership. And thank you, Dr. Sandy, for giving us this platform to share and empower others. I am the Empowerment Doc, Dr. Cedar Gibson. And I'm just glad to be here among you wonderful ladies, powerful. I've been traveling too, like you, Tamala. We don't post everything, but been traveling as well. And I am just glad to be in this anthology. It's one of the genres that I have honed and cling to over the last 20 some odd years, and being exemplary about it. So I was happy when the woman of God asked me to be a part of it. That's Dr. Allison. She's just a genius at coming up with all these different topics and ways to empower, engage, and elevate others for the kingdom of God.
Absolutely. Thank you. So all of these ladies, you all, and so I get it. You're traveling and you're busy, but yet you've taken time to pen information, your heart, and information on paper. And thank you for Dr. Allison bringing it to manifestation. Tonight we are with the amazing, phenomenal, Pastor Dr. Allison G. Daniels, who is a transformational pastor. She's an award-winning author and John Maxwell certified coach, speaker, and trainer. 33, gotta get it out, 33 times. Now that these have hit, it's probably now 35, okay? Best-selling author, 14-time visionary author, and 5-time forwarding author. She leads AGD publishing and coaching services. She is the editor-in-chief of the Empowered to Win global Christian magazine, pastor of Divine Destiny Empowered Center, while equipping authors, leaders, and entrepreneurs worldwide with practical tools for success. Listen, we're going to just be excited. Something's happening tomorrow. I'm going to yield back and just make way for the visionary author to come on and greet our audience as we begin to share this out. Dr. Allison, come on and say hello to us, if you will.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Sandy, so much for having us. And thank you all so much to the contributing authors for being a part of this. I am super excited about this book because this is my first leadership book. And I'm excited because I had the opportunity to attend the John Maxwell Leadership certified leadership training back in March of 2025, actually this year. And so I am a certified John Maxwell coach, and I'm excited about that. And now I get a chance to write a leadership book, and I get a chance to share it with the world globally. And so to have the contributing authors on here is an honor and a blessing. So the anthology is called The Leadership Exchange, Leaders Empowering Leaders to Win. And I thank God that he still had me hold on to the word empower. So it's leaders empowering leaders to win. And I'm excited about that I get to empower the next generation with the words and the gifts that God has given me to be able to leave a legacy with everything that he has empowered me with as I move to the next level. And so in what he has given me through the training and through everything that I have done thus far, this has been one of the books that will go down in what I want to say, my legacy library. So I'm excited about this book, and this book will be released tomorrow. So we're looking forward to becoming an international best-selling author once again. So thank you so much for having us again.
That's so far from me. Absolutely. Congratulations again on Unshakable Faith. Yes, volume 2. And we're back here tonight in our conversation, and we're going to be talking about this. Well, congratulations. Yes, as you were saying, you have that level of certification with the John Maxwell coaching certification, which, as you said, it leverages you. It gives you that ability to be able to write, giving tools and information for leaders. I want to do a backdrop of this book. And before we do that, we're going to hear from CTR Media Network. And once after we hear from them, then we're going to allow, these authors, it's all about them. We're going to be stepping back so that they can share why they said yes to a leadership book. All right. And so if you will, just stay with me here and let's hear from CTR Media Network.
What's something people don't know about CTR Media Network? It's where content truly meets impact. At CTR Media Network, we believe in the power of stories. Our platform is a dynamic blend of education and entertainment, crafted to inspire and empower creators like you. From insightful podcasts to transformative videos, we offer a diverse range of content that helps you learn, grow, and thrive. Our mission? Innovating media, one story at a time. Imagine a place where your voice can reach millions, where your stories can reshape perspectives. That's CTR, create, thrive, redefine. Join a community of visionary creators and make your mark on the world. Because here at CTR Media Network, your content doesn't just entertain, it makes an impact. So, are you ready to create, thrive, and redefine? Dive in and discover a new world of possibilities, where content meets impact. CTR Media Network.
Yes, where content meets impact. Yes, indeed. And so CTR Media Network is who we are powered by. Tonight, I am with the amazing Dr. Allison G. Daniels and the #1 bestsellers. And they have another book coming out on tomorrow. They're on, these ladies, these authors that you see here with me tonight, are on their bestseller campaign. The book is called The Leadership Exchange Book. This is Leaders Empowering Leaders to Win. Just a little backdrop of this book, and we'll be hearing from our very first author, yes, Dr. Tamala Coleman. And so we will be hearing from her. The Leadership Exchange Book, Leaders Empowering Leaders to Win, is designed to empower leaders to do what? Excel and win in every facet of their journey. I love this. It is about fostering a culture of collaboration, mentorship, and growth, where individuals uplift one another, share their knowledge, and inspire change. This is really good. Inspire collective success to achieve greatness. This book will bring together visionary minds to inspire change right there. Share insights and tackle challenges with determination. It's about creating a meaningful impact. Yes, unlocking potential and driving success in leadership and beyond. At this time, I present to you Dr. Tamala J. Coleman, who will share. And I'm going to ask you a question. Share is about uplifting one another. How is that leader?
Wow. As when I think about leadership, it is empowering one another, other leaders, empowering yourself. There are certain leaders that are born leaders. Okay. I've learned along the way There are some that are born leaders, and there are some that learn along the way. I learned along the way by watching other leaders do what they do. And so as I'm a part of this book, as far as being a part of this book, my impact would be the importance of leading with good intentions, leading with good intentions and with influence. And so when I think about that, I'm thinking about how we earn our influence over time. We earn our trust over time. It's like a currency. Our influence is like a currency, and it's built on integrity. And I want in leadership roles. I'm a servant leader as well as a leader in my business that I do, and people will follow you when they know and they can believe in what you do, and you have integrity. And so it's also demonstrated through our consistency. I try to be consistent, and I've learned that I must say, I know that Dr. Allison is, she don't want to boast, but I've learned a lot through her and what she has done throughout the last couple of years. I've known her and shared the books with her. So the Leadership Exchange anthology, the Leaders Empowering Leaders to Win, is influencing others to be empowered and to move with integrity. And so my impact is to move with integrity and to be an influencer to impact the lives of others.
Yes, indeed. To be an influencer, as you mentioned, is to be an influencer and to walk in integrity. I love it. I love it. So at this time, same question, Dr. Essie. Yes, what it really means when you're uplifting others in this leadership role, and yes, bringing forth this book after just doing the Unshakable Faith. So yeah, uplifting others.
Well, definitely. I am just so honored to be a part of this project once again. And I can tell you, God has really blessed me. And I did not want to take all of that and not do anything with it. And so when Allison asked me to be a part of this project, of course, I said yes. You look at the journey she has taken, you look at the life she lives, you look at all the women that are a part of this. And so, I'm going to just tell you, my title is The Essence of True Leadership. And I go back to the early beginnings, early on in my life. I didn't even know it at the time, but my parents were grooming me. I didn't know I was going to be a leader, but have served in a leadership capacity 25 of my 30 plus years. And I'm still in a leadership role. And it doesn't matter what position you have. And throughout my chapter, I talk about this. I talk about the fact that, even though I've had an opportunity to attend 12 different colleges and universities, participating in leadership programs from Harvard University to Howard University to Carolina, I've had some powerful leadership training throughout my experience. And so I share all of that. And once again, I think the most important thing is the impact that you make is, once again, it's not the position, but how you serve in that position, how you serve as a role model for others. You can be, and because I've been in the field of education, pre-K through college, 37 years, definitely you can be in any position and serve to your greatest capacity, whether you are an instructional assistant, whether you are a teacher, an assistant principal, a principal, an executive director. You have to lead and allow others to follow you, but they have to follow because they believe in you. You have the faith. And I did, not only me, but the people who were with me on that journey. We did some amazing things in order to impact communities and schools and lives. And so in order to do that kind of work, you have to have someone at the center of your life. And that person was God. God has always been on my leadership journey. And another nugget, if I can leave this with all of the listeners, is that no matter what position you hold, how great it may be, how you think it may be one of the lowest positions in the organization, you have greatness in you in whatever position you serve in. And you have to serve well, and you have to give it your best every single day in order to make an impact. Your impact may not be great right away, and you don't go into a leadership role looking to make that kind of impact like, oh, wow, I want people to see what I do. But serve from the heart, serve from the soul, allow God to guide you each and every step of the way. And I think back to some of the things we did. There is no way that I did it. There is no way that that organization I led did it. It was the hands of God throughout that organization, making that impact in the lives of children and families and communities and people that were educating kids. And so I say, not the position that you hold, but how you serve in that position in order to make that impact.
Wow. All I can say is wow. That's what I'm saying. Yes, God, I love it. I love what you just ended up with in your talk and your share. And one of the key things that I see is a component, is the common thread, is our love for the Lord. Dr. Allison, your love for the Lord and women coming together. That God is made great in the boardroom. People can see when you're in the world of education, as Dr. Essie is saying, and in entrepreneurship, in the publishing world, and in all three of you, all the ladies, you're in the world to show Christ and let him be seen. And I love how Dr. Essie, you were saying, how God is the leaders. He's the leader on her journey and throughout her journey in life. And as Dr. Coleman was saying, integrity. And you also mentioned about servanthood and all of these components. And Dr. C, I want you to be ready. Come on in as I'm leading into this. All of the components of this book synopsis centers around serving others. I believe Jesus said he came to serve. And I'm just paraphrasing. Dr. Coleman, help me out with the scripture. I know the word, but he came here to serve, not to be served. He came to serve mankind and to serve us. And this is what great leadership is all about. That's what it's all about. Dr. C, if you will, come on. You gave us a little snippet. Come on and tell us who you are. And then if you will, lead into, yes, what is one of the servant characteristics that you're bringing to this book? There is to help women grow, uplift one another, to inspire, mentorship, collaboration. Select any of those. What is your story that you're bringing to the book?
Well, I think when I talked with Allison about the leadership exchange, I was excited because the ministry that God has entrusted me with is all about a divine exchange. And I was sharing with Allison, it was right on point that she had this vision. God had given her this vision on leadership, because we do need to uplift one another. My chapter is the catalyst for change, the ultimate leadership exchange. And for the most part, I heard Evangelist Coleman and Dr. Essie, I heard what they said, and my chapter kind of covers that. I share a little bit about my own experience in coming up as a young leader and being a leader in the military. When I went in the military, and I was appointed to be over a whole platoon of women and a squad of women, not knowing really what to do. I heard Evangelist Coleman say, some people are born to be leaders. I would like to believe that I was born to be a leader. However, I did not have a clue on the process to be an effective leader, a leader that would be efficient and effective to bring that impact. And so I talk about a transformative leadership role, and I give some strategies and some points on the importance of being able to be honest, having that integrity, being consistent and committed to the assignment, being able to lead with love, and being able to impact men and women, boys and girls, because I've been in several leadership positions, from the military to civilian life, with youth, with young adults, with seniors. So learning how to be transformative, working with people of various status. And I often think about the Lord. He came to serve, to seek, and to save the lost. And I would find myself in so many positions, rolling up my sleeve, going into various communities to help the lost, because I was once lost and someone had to help me. And so I often keep that in the forefront when I'm out serving and working. And so in my chapter, I talk about that change, that shift as leaders that we have to make periodically. Just being able to reach a woman, a man, a boy, or a girl. That's the least of these. That's the mission. That's my mission. I believe God has called us to this. I don't take it lightly when Allison gets these visions and she asks us about, are you interested? Is this something you being led to write about? So, and I read these books. I read the women's chapters, and knowing, just feeling where their heart is. And so with this catalyst for change, it talks about that transformative process. Because I ain't know the process. I ain't know Dr. Essie or Dr. Tamala or Dr. Allison that maybe I was born to be a leader. But I just didn't know the process, and I had to learn how to be consistent, committed. You see, I had to learn how not to be so much in control, but delegate. I had to learn that. Delegate.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna interject right there. You just said a whole lot.
I know, right?
To help us, because raise my hand, but controlling, where did that in the world come from? And thank you, because as you were saying, and the transparency, I love it, because learning how to delegate. How many of us can raise our hand that we know somebody who may in leadership, but they haven't quite got that? Dr. Allison, I need you to talk to me. They haven't quite got it to know that it's good to delegate.
Yes. Sometimes it's the best thing for you, because you can't know everything. And sometimes it's better to turn it over to people that kind of have things under control and actually know how to put things in order. And sometimes it's good if you're not too proud and you're not too, what do I want to say? Because not to brag on myself, I'm actually an excellent leader. And so I was under people that weren't good leaders,
right?
But they were too proud and too big-headed that they didn't know how to just say, hey, can you take this over? I'll give you the information. Can you just put it together and carry it out? But instead, they let the project just fall by the wayside when really you already had the people in place. You just were too proud and too stubborn to at least release it from yourself to let the project go ahead and take it on and do what needs to be done. And sometimes we actually hurt the team because you have the people right in front of you, but you're too stubborn and you're too full of yourself that you don't allow the project and the necessary people that you have in place to get the job done. And that's no matter where you go. You can be in church and you have the right leaders and the right people in place, but because they don't fit your style or your clique, you don't involve them in what needs to be done, that God needs that mission to go forth. But because they're not in your clique or your circle, you don't allow them to help you when God knows exactly who he needs to be in place to carry out that next assignment. But because they don't fit your little circle or your little team, it doesn't get done. And so then we start losing a generation of people that should have been able to fall in place and carry out what God needed to be carried out in his house. So
you set
the
up
leadership exchange. the leadership exchange. One of the things I like that God gave me was exchange, because and the word exchange, because sometimes we have to realize that we have to exchange. We have to be able to step back and exchange and move sometimes and move out the way and let the next person step up and take the torch and walk on with it. But sometimes we stay in these positions too long and we don't give that next person the opportunity to be able to carry out the mission that needs to be carried out. And I understand, I've been on I was on a job for 38 years. I did what needed to be done, but there are other people that we can train to carry out the mission for the next assignment. But we don't want to move out of the way, or we don't want to train the next person because we feel that they can't do what needs to be done. And that's just us being selfish or being stubborn. But there are people that if you put the plan in place and you train the people the right way, it can be done. So we have to get out of the way. The leadership exchange is us trying to explain to the next generation the different things that, we have done. We can exchange. We can tell our experiences. We can show them what we have done along the way. And so I definitely have gained a lot of experiences, and some of the things I already knew, but I gained more experience and confidence going to the John Maxwell leadership training, because I needed to be around like-minded people that were walking and talking and thinking the way that I was thinking, because it was already in me. I just needed to get around people that were actually already doing and thinking the way that I was thinking, because I was already on fire anyway. Sometimes you just needed to ignite the fire. And that's all I did when I went there. So I'm ready. How about that?
Listen, you said, and Allison, Dr. Allison and I have walked together for a very long time, actually virtually, believe it or not. And yes, we've been in the presence of one another. And when I said what I said, I saw her, Dr. Coleman, come up to the edge. I said, oh, she about to go in now. She about to let us. And you know what? It's a freshness. There's something fresh on you, woman of God. And you got a passion about it. Dr. C, I do apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I said, oh, let me get in here now, because you said something about teaching others. You said something, you led into that, and that opened up this conversation for many of you ladies that you're leaders, and to put what your experience, you talked about it, how to be transformed, how to transform, how to help others. You know, it's like, can you teach, as they say in old days, we used to hear, you can't teach an old dog do tricks. Well, yes, you can. You know, if they open and wise enough and they say, listen, I want to learn.
Yes.
So listen, thank you. I do want, listen, there's something, you are just on fire, Dr. Allison. I love it. And it's the fire of the Holy Ghost. I know that that's what that is, because he's walking alongside of you, and and what it is opening. We need to be ready, because what God's placed in you, but this is a book. And so already I'm seeing, okay, she got conferences and all of this coming up. All right, we might as well get ready.
Yes. Yes.
Dr. C, you want to add? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Do you have any more you want to add? I didn't mean to interrupt, but listen, I felt God.
Listen, it's been more than enough said. I'm good.
Yes.
But that's it. It's a catalyst for change.
Yes.
And I receive what you just said. Conferences are coming. And I'm ready. Dr. Allison, you already know. You already know, right?
Listen.
So it's all good. It is good. Thank you.
Listen, you all are in the middle of a coffee conversation for real, for real. We're talking leadership along with Dr. Allison G. Daniels. Yes, she is the publisher and the visionary of this amazing book that is about to be released on tomorrow, September 24th. So listen, y'all know what I tell you. Put a Post-it note on your head, put it on your refrigerator, put it in your phone. Yes, we're going to be hearing more of when this is going to be happening. They just embarked. They're still in the honeymoon phase of, yes, Unshakable Faith, Volume 2. They just hit the #1 best. And how many categories did you hit?
For which one? Unshakable Faith? Three.
Yeah. Three categories. #1 international as well. So I want y'all get ready. Dr. Amicitia, yes, we're going to hear from one of our sponsors, and then we're going to pick back up on this amazing conversation of leadership exchange, leaders empowering leaders to win. Yes, indeed. Let's hear from our sponsor, I Speak Her Totes. Sponsor alert. We're thrilled to welcome I Speak Her Totes, designed by Dr. Nikki Ziegler, as the newest sponsor of Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Book Talks podcast. For women who are bold in the boardroom, powerful in the prayer room, and confident at the brunch table, this brand was made for you. I Speak Her Totes you can find at ispeakhertotes.com and all social media platforms. Welcome, I Speak Her Totes. Yes, go to ispeakhertotes.com. You'll see a plethora of colors and a beautiful, beautiful I Speak Her tote bag. Yes, our sponsor of the Coffee Conversation and Book Talks podcast. At this time, we are going to hear from contributing author Dr. Amicitia Maloon-Gibson as she shares her contribution and being a part of this conversation and what we were talking about in leadership. The book is called The Leadership Exchange Book, Leaders Empowering Leaders to Win. Dr. Amicitia, I'm going to yield.
Well, first of all, I am going to say everyone has said everything that I probably wrote in my chapter. I, too, am a John Maxwell certified trainer and speaker since 2016, and I'm glad that Allison took the opportunity to go and attend and get certified, because she had so much bottled up in her, so much leadership, so much experience. I have been a leader all my career, and I like to tell people that I started leading from when I was a Girl Scout. And in this chapter, the impact that I want to show, I tell everyone God's first, family second, and then everything else takes place. However, you don't have to go on, and wave a flag and say, I'm a leader, I'm this, I'm that. People need to see you walking the walk and instead of doing too much of the talk, they need to see you walking the walk. That's how you impact lives. And I think evangelist Tamala Coleman, she said it the right way. She said, integrity is about everything. Even when we write these short chapters in anthologies, we have the ability to empower, engage, and elevate others to win. And that's what this is all about. My success is about seeing others impacted in their lives. Because of my mentorship, my training, my coaching, or whatever, and then move into the next level of success. And it's all about being in the room, like Dr. Allison said, with individuals that are like-minded like you. You have to detach yourself from individuals that are negative. And when you see individuals that have like mind like you should connect with them. Now, my portion that I like to say specifically that I'll talk about in my chapter is about building teams and collaboration. Building teams and collaboration. If you could build a solid team, you would be able to move forward in any direction. Your team has to be able to trust you, and you have to have solid core values to be able to move forward in order to win. If you have a team of 12, like Jesus did, and all of them don't know what the mission is, or the vision is, or the goals, or the objectives are, then you're not successful. If they don't know what you as a leader are projecting, and if you can't collaborate with others in the community and bring everything to fruition as a leader, then you're not a leader. Now, I went to a school at Fort Benning. It's College Fort Benning School for Boys and Girls. And the slogan for that, and that was some 40 years ago, was follow me. Follow me. People only follow people that like them or that have the core values like integrity, honesty, trustworthiness, decisiveness, those type of things they look at, well, is that person authentic or they just putting on a show just to get likes on Facebook? I would rather have one like for my authenticity than to have a million likes and I'm really just doing it for the money or whatever. God has taken each of us and made us uniquely, and we all have skill sets, and tools that are all different, but they connect. When they connect together, it's a big thing. Now, as a servant leader, they say, forsake not the assembling of the saints. We could be servant leaders, and I see it out there all the time. And the people that are not winning, they isolate themselves. They go out there and they start a church here, there, and everywhere, which is good. It's fantastic. But you have to be connected to the body of Christ somewhere that you could have growth and that you can win. This anthology is all about elevating and empowering and raising others to win. And Dr. Allison Daniels had been doing it consistently for a very long, long time. I know because when I first met her, I saw that authenticness in her. She doesn't just pick up something, she prays about it, like all of us on here probably do. You pray about it before you move forward. And I remember her telling me about this anthology, and I was saying, well, I don't really think I might have time. I got a lot of leadership stuff up here in my head. And I said, okay, I am going to do that. I want to be a part of this because I want to empower others to win and to be successful. And when they win, that's my impact. I don't have to gain anything about it, but when they read this and they win and somebody said, oh, this book is great, that's the impact that I want to make, not only in our community, not only in our states, wherever we are, because we are diversified, but globally. So I believe this book, based on how the visionary have prepared it and how she has prayed about it and how all of us have prayed about it, because I did, I'm sure everyone else on here did, it will impact a whole lot of lives globally.
Yes, it is going to impact many, many lives globally. Thank you so much for what you contributed to the conversation. I love what you said, Dr. Amicitia, is about building a team, collaboration, and most of all, having God first, making him first. And yes, praying about it. And as we know, yes, Dr. Allison, she'll seek the Lord. Yes, indeed. She'll seek him for sure. I love it. Those of you that are tuning in, we are with, yes, they are #1 Amazon bestsellers in 3 categories from the previous book that we interviewed on last week. They're on their bestseller campaign tour tonight with us, and I am talking about the authors of the book. Is called Leadership Exchange book. It is Leaders Empowering Leaders to Win, and the visionary author is Dr. Allison G. Daniels. And as you can see here on our platform here, we have the amazing Dr. Essie McKoy. We have Dr. Amicitia Maloon-Gibson that was just speaking, Dr. Tamala J. Coleman, and of course, Dr. Canzada Twyman. How do you pronounce your last name, Dr. C?
Twyman.
Twyman. Okay.
Twyman.
Forgive me, I messed it up. I apologize. You also have, we have Madam Shirley Murphy, who is in Nigeria, Africa, that is a part of this anthology project. And also Sheila Farr, that is out of Mississippi, and Dr. Bertha Winston, yes, out of the DMV area. So you've got a collab of amazing, amazing women on this project. And this is great. This is really, really good. I want you now to, just let's do that plug for the campaign and what we can expect, and any things that you want to say about these amazing authors that said yes to you, Allison. They said yes to God, and they said to God, you.
Yes. You're right. They said yes to God and then yes to me. So one of the things I do want to say, first of all, thank you to you for having us again back to back. It takes a lot to do interviews back to back. And so I definitely thank them for getting on, and for you for interviewing us. So we actually have a lot that's getting ready to go on. Tomorrow, we will be releasing this book tomorrow, The Leadership Exchange, Leaders Empowering Leaders. So the ebook will start tomorrow at 10 o'clock a.m. And then at 5 o'clock p.m., we'll start coming back again, and we'll do another live interview. So look out for us to start interviewing again. And that'll just be something where we'll just interview and do a little bit of talking and taking questions. If anyone would like to just ask us a few questions, how we got started and so on that day. And then we'll continue from there as far as announcing the book and letting everyone know that the book is out. So tomorrow we're doing our bestseller campaign. We hope that everyone will participate so that we can become an international best-selling author. And I always put it out there that it's already done, because we've already done the work and we've already trusted God for whatever it is. It's already done. So I thank you again. And as the CEO of AGD Publishing and Coaching Services, I thank God for the gift that he has given me and the vision that he has given me for each and every anthology. And because I follow him, we already win. So again, thank you. And the Leadership Exchange is the first leadership book. So again, I am excited about it, and I'm going to continue to push it until we get ready for the next one or the next book anthology that's ahead. So have a blessed day, and I thank each and every one of you.
Sharing my screen. So let me take myself off of mute, bring everybody back in. And here we go. We're going to be sharing this. Dr. Kathy, I do see you in the audience. Dr. Kathy Amos, who also is a John Maxwell certified coach and trainer. Yes, she is. And so what a good support that you have here in the audience. She's out of North Mississippi. So thank you, Dr. Kathy, for coming through. And yeah, she actually, Dr. Allison, Dr. Kathy, in her coaching school, she certified me. I became a certified coach through her school. And so the sky is the limit, really. Once when you become that Maxwell coach certified and all of that, oh my goodness, the lives that you help. And the lives that you help. Here is the book, audience, The Leadership Exchange, Leaders Empowering Leaders to Win, visionary author, Allison G. Daniels. Listen, authors, get ready. I want you to go ahead and do your last plug, and we'll do a round table. What would you like for the readers to walk away with? Dr. Essie, I'm going to start with you. What would you like for the readers to walk away with after they have read your chapter?
I think the most important thing, first of all, let me just say thank you, God. Thank you, Dr. Allison. Thank you, Dr. Sandy. And I think it's important that it goes back to what I said initially. It isn't the position that you hold, but it's how you serve in the position that you hold. And so throughout my chapter, I talk about that. And I want everyone, whether you are currently serving in a leadership capacity, whether you are an aspiring leader, or whether you're not, you think you're not in a leadership role, but you are really, no matter what position you hold within the organization, you can lead. And once again, it is how you serve in order to lead.
Let me come back to the stage. I'm behind the scene working. So Dr. C, if you will, come on and share. What would you like for a reader to walk away with after you've read their chapter?
I would like for the readers to know that in the process of your transformation, just be willing to stay open and teachable, because it's an ongoing process. If you are a mother or a father, you are a leader. Big brothers, big sisters, you are a leader. But be transformative, stay open, teachable, and be transparent in the process. That's what I would like for them to walk away with.
That is good. Awesome. Yes, indeed. Dr. Coleman, if you will.
Yes, and thanks again, Sandy, for having us on once again. This has been exciting. I've enjoyed it thus far, and I pray that God will continue to bless and keep you. So what are the takeaway I would like from my chapter, from this book as a whole? That as leaders, we have the potential to unify people. So let's focus on unifying people with our platform and with our leadership roles. Next, we should not be selfish leaders. Come on, somebody. We must be selfless leaders. And that's all I have.
Dr. Coleman, I love interviewing her. So, Dr. Coleman, yes, I do have one question. See, I'm not going to let you get away on tonight. That was just too short. Fostering, y'all talking about fostering a culture of collaboration. I'm just going to give you that piece. Come on and give me what the Lord would have you to say for us as leaders in reference to fostering collaboration.
That's for me, Dr. Sandra. Fostering collaboration. Fostering collaboration. I'm trying to think about what I can say about that. I always thank God for a divine connection. And so when we're coming together as a body, when God has brought us together, divine connection. I just thank God. You know what? That's all I can say about that. Because I've been with these women throughout probably a couple of years. Some of them, most of them. I've been with Allison a couple of years, and fostering our collectiveness and our stories. We need to be able to not to compete. I always say, do not compete with one another, but complete one another in the name of Jesus. And so that's why I love to be a part of collaborations, because it's better. We can do more together than we can apart. And so I just thank God for that.
Amen. Amen.
Yes, to complete one another and not compete with one another. I want to give a great big shout out. The authors are coming in, Dr. Allison and ladies, to support you. The phenomenal, yes indeed, Dr. Renee Huffman, all the way out of the Texas area. Girl, woman of God, I cannot let you leave here without us giving you a great big shout out. Listen, thank you so much for coming through and supporting these ladies on today. We honor you and we thank God for you. Yes, indeed. Listen, her name precedes her. And yes, she is a woman that definitely a woman of integrity. Dr. Huffman, I do appreciate you. Yeah, she said, she said, yes, a beautiful book cover, Dr. Allison, giving you the kudos for sure. Thank you so much for coming through. We appreciate you indeed. And we also have someone is saying, thank you, woman of God. Got to put my glasses on so I can see y'all. I'm squinting for real. And tremendous authors for aspiring and showing leadership to other women. And yes, thank you, Maria, for coming through indeed. At this time, Dr. Amicitia, what would you like for them to walk away with after reading your chapter?
I would like them to know that they can do all things through Christ who strengthens them. And that my takeaways for them is to be your authentic self, build a team, because I feel as though Dr. Daniels has built a team, because those of us that are on there in this book, we have done several anthologies with her, So if you know the personalities of some people, then you could build a team, have that, we all have different skill sets. And we all know that if we're servant leaders, we can serve, and you can lead from any position. I think one of the areas in my book is leading from the second seat. I've been a person that led from the second seat all my life, right? But the impact is how you lead from the second seat, influencing a whole lot of people globally. You actually don't have to have a title. These titles that we have, Dr. Reverend or whatever, they have to see you doing the walk, and the work. And, collaboration is everything with me. Collaboration, take that away. We're not an island by ourselves. I'm the island woman here, but I'm not by myself. I'm surrounded with all you beautiful ladies. And so I say, just be authentic. We all have our own different skill sets. And remember, the key purpose in winning is to serve the kingdom of God.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, Dr. Gibson, thank you for sharing your heart with us. That was it, y'all. That's enough right there to wrap it up. I love it. You have to do the work. As we can see, the Leadership Exchange, Leadership Empowering Leaders to Win ebook will be releasing tomorrow, 10 o'clock a.m. Just if you're following these ladies on social media, yes, you can you'll see the link, go buy the ebook. Let's push, let's support, let's buy a couple, at this price, buy 10 and give them out as gifts, but you got to make sure you open up the email. Okay. So listen, Dr. Allison, we're going to have last words for me. I want to thank our audience. Listen, thank y'all for coming through. Go back and look at the replay. These ladies had amazing empowering words to say. This book here, again, Leaders Empowering Leaders to Win. It is designed to empower leaders to do what? Excel and win in every facet of their journey. We have a spiritual life, we have a natural life, and we have our holistic, our body, our health, and our wellness. So you can't pour from an empty vessel. I believe, Dr. Allison, that this is yet again another book that can be a part of a toolbox for someone that is inspiring to become a leader. Thank you all for once again from joining us at this time. And it's always my custom to yield back and allow our visionary to have the last words. I do want to let you know I'm doing it back to back tonight. We're going to take a break after these authors, and I will be interviewing the amazing, Dr. Miriam Wright. I'm going to have an honor to sit with this lady. I'm looking forward to it. She has a book that it is an award-winning book. This book here is talking about faith-based principles with accountable strategies. Y'all see me stretching my eyes here. But anyway, empowering readers to transform anxiety into enthusiasm for a life. So yes, come on and join me, or you can go back and listen to the replay, but join me in the audience. We're going to grab a cup of coffee, and I'm going to be up for a minute, but we'll be interviewing Dr. Wright in about around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so you'll get the notification if you do follow us. And so at this time, I'm going to do as I always do, yield back and allow our visionary author to share her heart and share her last words with us. And as always, you guys know that I love you. I'll be back in just a few moments. Dr. Allison, take it away.
Again, thank you so much for having us. And listen, our book, The Leadership Exchange, Leaders Empowering Leaders to Win, will be releasing tomorrow, the ebook. Listen, leadership begin with you. Make the change before you ask someone else to change. The change begin with you. This book is for coaches, leaders, pastors, ministers. This book will bring together visionary minds to inspire change, to share insights, and to tackle challenges with determination. It's about you creating a meaningful impact, unlocking potential, and driving success in leadership and beyond. This is a chance for you to make a difference in leadership and not just talk the talk, but walk the walk and make a difference. It's time for us to come together as leaders. It's time for us to come together as a whole. There's no time for us to compete, but there's time for us to come together and be together as one and make a difference in leadership and pastoring, no matter what it is you're doing, and ministering, and try to make a difference in the world and see how we can all come together on one accord and make leadership an important part of our daily lives. And as ministers, as pastors, no matter what it is, whatever you're doing in ministry, this is your time, this is your season, this is your moment. The Leadership Exchange. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. You are so welcome. You're so welcome. I do want to give also, listen, they're coming in. It is my honor and privilege. I do see you, Dr. Stewart over there, Dr. Tyria Stewart. Thank you so much for coming through. You could have been anywhere else. Yes, I have my accountability prayer partner in the audience, Leah, Lady Leah Nelson. Thank you so much for coming through. I do see you all. Thank you. Thank you. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to spend an evening with these beautiful, beautiful authors. I say thank you so much. As always, you guys know that I love you. Listen, Coffee Conversation is not a podcast without these amazing, amazing authors. I am Dr. Sandy Sanders. It is always my pleasure to be able to host amazing authors, anthology book projects. And I say to you, most of all, it is for you. Why? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read. Listen, you guys, come and see us again. We'll see you soon. And all right, remember, make a change in someone's life. All right, take care. All right, bye-bye.